Welcome, Gemini Cancer, to your Astrodice reading for May. Hope you guys are doing great out there. Okay, guys, let's get in here. This is where astrology meets tarot, and using only one of the 12 houses for your monthly forecast, a small horoscope. We just had Uranus enter Gemini. If you guys are interested in that 8-year kind of forecast of what's going to bring to you, go ahead and write an 8 down in the comments. The more 8s that I see, the more we'll do that reading. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on. Some of you will be interested in that, and we'll see how many are or not. I've been doing them on the outside. Everybody seems to want them on the outside for my private reading, so thought I would introduce that to you as well. So let's get in here, guys, see what's going on. Gemini Cancer. Next message for Gemini Cancer, please. Talk about Gemini, there you are. Bringing in your own energy, going straight into the South Node and the 11th house. Oh, so the South Node, we are going to use Vesta over here. It is actually a part of the Sun, but they don't give us North or South Node, so that's okay. This is the goddess within your sacred spiritual center and quiet dignity, a part of karma no matter what, so it works, especially as a visual aid. The South Node is actually telling you, though, that this is suggesting your behavior patterns that may have their roots in past lives are activated so that you may experience them again and bring them to a resolution. Hold all your past karma. It is the road already traveled. Some of these things you might have also been taking care of over and over again in this life, not just the past life, but it's a rollover. So you could say, oh, but you know what? That wasn't my past life. That actually happened a year ago. That just means that it has not taken care of itself from the past, nor now. So that's completely fine. That does happen. Not like you're going to remember all of your past life unless you've done regression, which I do, past life regressions. Within hypnosis, and if you guys are interested in a personal hypnosis or meditation, guided meditation, you can find that in the description area of this video, and also personal readings. Of course, the guided meditation is something you listen to. It's not tarot, okay? I want everybody to understand that's not tarot. There's tarot readings and then my guided meditations, okay? That's because of my meditation channel. So you do have Gemini coming out. The energy is communicative, mischievous, lively, witty, and informative. Stimulating exchange is possible. And going straight into the 11th house, where the cosmos grant wishes, luck, friends, and social occasions. Hello, 11th house. Yes. Bring in those social circles, those wishes and dreams coming true. Good luck on your end. Whichever it might be. Let's get in here into the situation. The situation is taking place in the beginning of the month, the middle of the month, and the end of the month for the beautiful Gemini Cancer. Well, in the beginning of the month, we see it's been a rough road. Talking about traveling on the road that keeps going around and around and around. It's almost like where it stops, nobody knows. The Hangman. Getting some insight into the situation. It does feel like you're going to have to take some time out so that you can actually observe the situation from an intuitive point of view. Giving your time that peace and time out so that you can really start stabilizing yourself. You know, I love this because if you ever notice the Hangman, his leg is in a number 4 position. And that's just saying I'm trying to stabilize myself. I'm trying to get the heavenly answers. 444 is also the angel messages coming in. 4 is also representing the stabilization and trying to ground yourself. Four is an earth number. Wielding the magic within, trying to find the answers. Finding the compromise within. But it says this is the 10 of Wands, so it's almost over. Even though it might feel like it's this karmic road because it is underneath the South Node. But it's like this is the ending that never ends. How long is it though? You say it's over, but when is it over? I love it too here because it's got the Hangman's in number 12. There's a 12 on the Magician's bowl over here. And the 12 is breaking down to 3 for the new beginning of balance, for the joy and the happiness as well. 3 and 3 equals 6. That's harmony and peace. But it's almost like this, you know what it feels like? It feels like over here, Gemini, Cancer, the more you get towards this castle, the castle keeps moving fast, it keeps moving away. So you're still continuing down the long journey. It's almost like, like I said, there's like no end in sight. Even though you know you're at the end of the road. But when does the castle come? How long is this road? And how come it's always an illusion of how close I'm getting to this castle? It's like chasing a mirage. And you just continue to keep doing what you're doing because you know that's what you're supposed to be doing. But look at how exhausted he is. You're carrying so much weight that you're overloaded. That's why it's saying it's time to take some time out and figure out, where am I going? Where am I going with this? Where's the end? Start wielding the magic within yourself to find what it is you truly are looking for. Because maybe over here you think you're going where you're supposed to be going, but maybe that's not really the place you're supposed to be. Let's get a couple of tarot cards on that. I just want to see something. I need a clarifier on this. Difficult decisions weighing you down, avoiding what's real, allowing yourself into this karmic cycle and not seeing any ending, and repeating the same thing over and over. It could be with friends within your social circle. Are you doing something for a friend that keeps repeating itself? Looking for this luck. It could even be a relationship. Maybe it's a relationship that you're trying to build that's getting nowhere. And I keep doing all these things and carrying all this weight for this relationship to do something, but it keeps itself in this situationship, waiting for them to open up, doing everything that I can. It's breaking my back, breaking your spirit. Looking for this good luck, waiting for this wish to come true, waiting for this magic to happen. Where's this magic? The magic will be wielded and the magic will be seen when you figure out what it is you're truly doing, instead of avoiding what the truth is. That's why the hangman is here. It says, I want you to wake up to see what the ultimate truth is. Of why the 11th house isn't opening up to your magic, to your wish come true, to your prayers. Mid-month. Hermit, which in this deck is Merlin. Holding the lantern with the star inside. Remember, the light that's shining through his lantern is the star card. The hopes, the dreams, the legacy, the wishes. The 11th house is what? Aquarius. Aquarius is what? The star. So funny, because I swear I heard some of you saying the same exact thing. You said it, and then some said, huh? It's okay. Still dreading. Still dreading in the 9 of Swords. Still looking inside will get rid of the insomnia. But you have to see the star to be able to use the High Priestess. To see the secret within. The calling. The High Priestess can wield magic in her own way. She's very intuitive. She's psychic. But she can manifest. I like that she's underneath the magician, because the magician wields all the tools. He is the magician. But the High Priestess can manifest as well. Through spells, through intuition, meditation. A little bit different, right? But still kind of the same. The only difference is that the magician has to take action because he's actually building. She's more of a thought process. The knowing, because she knows. So it says you have to take action where the action's needed. And then she says, oh, well, I wanted you to do this and use your intuition. But then it said your intuition is not really paying attention. That's why it's saying, I want you to go within and find the star within. Stop stressing on everything. And once you figure that out, then stress doesn't help intuition. It causes mixed emotions. Intuition is built on emotions. If the emotions are all screwy, you get mixed signals or no signal at all. Past resentment, desire to reconcile and make amends, and a desire to forgive. Forgive yourself, move on, make the amends. Doing all the work while somebody else is just overwhelming you. Lack of concentration on the High Priestess. Yep. Blocked. Yep. Creatively blocked. Intuitively blocked. Not seeing any sight. No insight at all. Inaction. Magician. Lack of concentration. Well, it's going to be lack of concentration when you're in this place of 9 of Swords, when you're in this anxiety, overthinking, overwhelmed, maybe holding yourself accountable for somebody else's actions, maybe taking on their burdens and saying there's something wrong with me. They're not doing what I want them to do. How long does this road go on? But I'm going to continue down this road. Yet there's no end in sight. They're not coming towards me. The wish is not being granted. How do I move? Where do I go? I'm stuck at a crossroads. By the end of the month, it says you're going to be out of the Eight of Swords. Which is fine because you were in the Nine of Swords, and we can't use the Nine of Swords twice, so that's fine, unless I clarify, right? But that's fine. It's saying you're getting out of your own mental prison. You're going to get out of your comfort zone. You're going to start taking action where action is needed. Doing things differently. Finding the star. You found the star. I knew it. I seen it. Sorry, I get so excited. Especially when I seen the star. I literally seen the star. And then the star came out. I knew it. You found the star. That's how you get out. Woohoo. You got 8. You got 8. That's manifesting. That means you can do it now. You can wield the magic within. The High Priestess comes in. She's of manifestation. The Magician is of manifestation. Yes. And now you have the power. Like, reminds me of He-Man. Or Shara. I have the power. I mean, look. I have the power. You have the power. You have the power now. You're wielding the power. You're going after what it is. You're going past that storm. Oh my God, and the bottom of the deck over here is this is what's coming. This is the end. This is what's coming. Is the Knight of Swords to the Knight of Cups. Finding that way out, seeing the way out, battling through the Ten of Wands, figuring it out. The star has come. It's shown you the way. The hope has come in. You can now manifest what it is you truly want. You can tap in to that intuition and see how you're going to move. And then that pushes you into the Knight of Swords. It says, I can do this, but you're going to rush in. This is ambition. This is action orientated. Finally taking the real action. Thinking the way you need to be thinking, driven for the success, knowing what is coming. Clarify. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Yes. You guys could be dealing with an air sign. Could be an Aquarius or a Libra. Could be a Gemini as well for some of you. But this is where you're becoming honest and truthful within yourself, having your own Gemini coming through, having your own air power coming through, saying, I'm honest with myself, I have the mental clarity, and now I'm taking back the authority. I am no longer going to push this weight out. I am no longer going to self-sacrifice my own happiness for this so-called treasure, which could be an illusion, or you're making it an illusion because you keep making it a mirage. Of course it's a mirage, because if you can see that castle and every time you think you're closer, it pushes itself back, it's like having a mirage. It's like being out in the desert and wanting water. You know what a mirage is. And then as soon as you think you're close to the water, dude, you realize it was all in your mind. It was just an illusion that the sun is having on the sand. Which makes sense. I mean, sand makes glass, you know. Definitely miraging. So, overall, oh gosh, is the Magician. You are now the Magician. Dang. And now you have, I went flew on the floor, the planning, the progress, making the decisions, making different decisions, traveling in a different way, not doing the same karmic thing over and over, not people pleasing, not doing something for someone who's not going to give you the love that you deserve or your rewards. It's not rewarding. It almost feels like for some of you it's people pleasing. I'm doing everything I can, or I'm trying to get your attention, so I'm doing everything I can to help you, and there's no real love. There's no real anything going on. It's like a user situation where you feel like you're getting closer to someone, but sometimes the more you feel like you're getting closer, they drift away. The more you're trying to bring them in, the more it's pushing them back. So now you can wield that truth. You can tell this person how you feel. You can come up to the situation. You can make clear boundaries. Communicate the way you need to communicate to let them know that either this is going to work or I'm out, or however you want to say. And this brings in your own victory. This brings in your own rewards. You are now the magician. You will now get what it is you need to the situation. And what you might find is your wish come true for some of you, is that their back has been turned to you this whole time. They are using you, and it's not what it was all a mirage. It was all an illusion. They never wanted to commit. And then you can go out and really find what it is you're truly looking for in love. Clarify. Bringing in the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. No more burdens. Ooh, love it. Releasing the stress and the burnout. Waiting patiently for something new to come in. Finding that peace within yourself. Having the sudden change. For a new world that's coming in. And for some of you, you'll have what you need coming in, which could be this Emperor. Male or female, it doesn't matter. Wow, it definitely could be a Sagittarius, Aries, or a Leo. Wow. And that's like, the angels are like, this isn't meant for you. And for a lot of you, I feel like this is a past life relationship. If this is a relationship that you've done with this person before. And the problem that you needed was to break this cycle. Of them not being committed. I mean, because you imagine that you could have, for some of you, not all of you, I'm just saying, you could have lived a life in the past, like 1800s, right? Where you were always doing everything for this person. It would work. Maybe you'd make them dinner. You'd give them a place to sleep. But they would always come back, but they would only give you breadcrumbs. They would never commit. But they always had you working and always had you thinking that if I keep doing things for them, they will commit to me. They will get closer because I can feel like we're getting closer. But then as soon as I feel like they're close, they back up again. And then they put me back into the friendship zone or situation zone. So the social status never builds to the 5th house. It only stays within the 11th and maybe the 7th. Of partnerships, friendships. So you could say that you're still kind of partners, but it's complicated because there's no real, they show you kind of love, but then when the love gets tight, their castle moves. So then you continue to keep doing it again. And then it stresses you out because you're saying, where are they? They show me what I want to see, and then they're gone. And now you're going to break that karmic cycle for once and for all with this karmic person. Okay. Without ignoring it, not ghosting them, telling your truth breaks the spell, breaks the karmic tie, and then brings in a new soulmate. Very in-depth. And if you guys like that, hit that big old like button. If you keep finding yourself in my channel and have not subscribed, subscribe, guys, so you don't miss a video. If you feel like you are missing a video, check the playlist or hit that bell ringer. Till next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.